It's gone very well. The engagement with Robin Walker and with Sir Alan Duncan, each of them representing their respective departments, DexEU and the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, has been a very positive one, a very engaging one. They are very pro-Gibraltar members of the Conservative Party, and therefore they understand the issues that are relevant to Gibraltar generally, and in particular in the context of the negotiations to exit the European Union.
Well, as a starting point, you've got the report carried out on the government departments here in Gibraltar, and that, I believe, already submitted to the British government.
Yes, indeed. A lot of work has already been provided to the United Kingdom negotiating team, to the DexEU department, from the Foreign and Commonwealth Office and from the government of Gibraltar about what the issues that are in play for Gibraltar in respect of our membership of the EU today and our new relationship with the EU after Brexit. So that heat mapping work, which the Deputy Chief Minister has been leading on, started even before the vote to leave the European Union and was very intense for the period of the summer. We were ready with material to share with the United Kingdom government by September, and we continue to update that and to provide important information in other areas of government responsibility.
Chief Minister, will you please explain the structures under which these discussions have taken place? One of them, joint ministerial committees.
Yes, indeed. The United Kingdom has set up joint ministerial committees to deal with different parts of the constituent elements of the United Kingdom. So, for example, there is a JMC for the devolved administrations, which is actually also meeting today. There is a JMC specifically for Gibraltar, so a Joint Ministerial Council, Gibraltar exiting the EU negotiations, JMC Gen as we call it. There is a separate JMC for the Channel Islands and the Crown Dependencies, and also a separate one for the overseas territories, of which Gibraltar can also form a part if we choose to. And of course, we want to be there to ensure that our interests are best protected in that way.
Chief Minister, what's the mood like in London? We've got the High Court case on whether the triggering of Article 50 requires parliamentary approval. And at the EU, Michel Barnier has said no negotiations before that triggering, and that these need to be completed within 18 months for the agreement to take place within the 2 years. A lot's going down.
Today in London in particular, there are three things going on which are of interest to Gibraltar. There is the Article 50 case, of which Gibraltar is not a part, but which we are observing very keenly, which is going on in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is in Parliament Square. Just down from the Supreme Court at 70 Whitehall, the entrance to the Cabinet Office, and to Downing Street. We've had the meeting of the JMC for Gibraltar this morning, and across the road in Parliament Square in the House of Commons today, there's a motion debated which will deal with how the House of Commons approaches the issue of Article 50. It's all about Brexit today. Gibraltar is an important part of that. And looking at it from the other side, from the side of the Europeans who we are going to be negotiating with, Michel Barnier is making very clear that the timetable is a short one. He's making very clear that it's going to be a tough negotiation. He's also rightly pointing out that Gibraltar will be a part of that negotiation, and that the issues that relate to Gibraltar will be the ones that will fall to be determined during the course of that negotiation, exactly as the United Kingdom and the government of Gibraltar have been suggesting it will be.